Hello everyone, I have a journal to share today, and this is a Jane Austen Regency lady themed journal. The cover is from this very vintage book made at Alice, and I liked how it looked with the lady theme. So I've done a Tim Holtz hitch fastener post for the closure with some elastic cording that I tied into a little knot, and then on the back an eyelet that holds it, and you can see the little knot there. I've made it bigger than it needs to be right now because in my experience that, you know, journals, as I add to them, they get fatter and fatter, so, and it can always be changed because, you know, yeah, I don't know what I was saying there. So let me make sure I'm nicely in frame here. Inside, I've done this. I still have some paper from the DCWV. I can't remember what it's called, but ask me if you want to know. But it was like a Jane Austen themed paper pad. And Dear Jane, that's what it's called. Just came to me. So that was from that, and then this book page that I've cut down is from that. I've done a hidden spine here, and I think I just adhered it to some scrap packaging or something, chipboard or something, and glued it into the spine. That way I'm reinforcing this very old spine here, as well as hiding the stitching. Yeah. So there's some of that beautiful paper there, and this is like a cardstock weight, or, you know, it's a thicker weight paper. So I used this paper from that stack more as embellishing, and I used it for the, did I say this is 2 signatures, so I used it for the first and last page of each signature, but the inside pages are thinner. And then I have some printables in here. This is, I believe, Tsunami Rose. It's actually opens up, so it's meant to go in an envelope, and the envelope's somewhere in here as well, but, or an envelope is in here. And then this, I think, is Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This might be Tsunami Rose. I can always look all those up if you want to know for sure. But basically, I just got into my drawers, and so sometimes when I bought a new digital kit, I might have printed out extra, and I haven't bought any digital kits in a long time. Because I don't need to, and so I've used what I have. That's the long way to say that. I've used what I have. Now, I had these playing cards I found at a thrift store a long time ago, and I just love the lady on them, and then it's a cute piece of ephemera. So, and in this journal, I've kind of got reds and greens going, and then the vintage colors as well. And this here is packaging from some box or something, and it was really pretty, but it had writing there, so I've covered it up. I cut this out to cover that up and used it as a text box. It's got a good weight to it as well, nice and thick. That's just a sticker. This is a printable. I think it's, at least this side is probably Tsunami Rose. But I had it in my stash. Nice little heart doily there. I think I made this bag from a roll of paper I had, and I probably showed how to do that in some video in the past. And then this right here is just a sticker on there. And that's a stationery little note card. Am I still in frame here? I move around some. So on the strings, I've just punched out a couple hearts from that extra scrap paper and put it on there because I love it when I can find ways to use the scraps. This is an Ephemera's Vintage Garden, I believe. Another sticker. This is from a paper pad I had that I think it's called Paintables or something, so it's nice, thick, and maybe you can paint on it, but I just put her here, and then I made her flip down so that the whole page could be used for writing. Another sticker in there as well. I tried to do less embellishing this time because I tend to do a lot and then it gets really fat. And so this here is that envelope I was talking about by Tsunami Rose. Beautiful. And then I've made an embellished paper clip. Uh-oh, I need to put something on there. I forgot to do that. Well, let's set that aside because, you know, I don't like the hot glue look there. I was going to put another flower there, and I totally forgot. So it's good to know. So I'm going to leave this like this so that I can remember that. And then here, I hadn't covered, I said I used like scrap, you know, something like this and only thinner from packaging. And then it was kind of ugly there. And also I think afterwards I wanted the spine to curve more, and I should have scored it like every 1/8 of an inch so that it could curve more. And then I tried to do it after the fact, and of course my lines were not very straight. So this little sticker is covering all that up because it was kind of ugly and just not to the standard that I like to produce things at. So here's a pocket here. I just cut this longer, or left it longer and folded it and made that a pocket there. And since this card is thick, I made sure to do a little V there to give it more, to lessen the thickness when I sewed it in. That's what I'm trying to say there, yes. This cute little, this is a printable, I'm sure. And I don't remember which one, but I can look that up if you need that. And yeah, it's really cute, and I like to use it as a text box. So there's lots of writing space still, and it could easily be unattached there. I mean, you might have some tearing at the paper, but yeah. So I've stuck these, and again, these both here, inside here, are digital printables also. And that was a free printable that I found on Pinterest or somewhere a while ago, and I'd already printed it out. So all this stuff is already printed out. I think I said that already, but gathered it together. Tracing paper, more, another heart. Oh, this is the second signature. Did I not even mention that? Yeah, well, you probably noticed when I was talking about the mistakes earlier. So this was a scrap from one of the papers, and I just cut her out and made her a tiny little tuck spot there with some tickets that I think I had them. They were red, and I tried bleaching them or something, because, yeah, but they were in my sketch. Then a paper bag, and I've added, this is an offcut from a digital. It was just a pretty border on one of the digitals that I had coffee dyed, and so I saved it and put that on there. That sticker, of course. We have the hearts again. And then this was from that same printable that the Inkwell feather pen was from. And this is Ephemeris Vintage Garden, I think. And then again, that one from the Pinterest. I love this paper. I think I got it on scrapbook.com or something. I've done something interesting here, and I'm not even sure if I love how it turned out or not. I like it like this, but so I have the tracing paper, and you can see this little flower behind because it's a tuck spot on the back. And this is a printable, and so when there's nothing in there, you can see this lady there. And then I covered up the back of this printed out thing here, so you could tuck something here, but then on this side you're going to see the blank. So I put it like that, you know, I don't know, it was something different I was trying. So let me know what you think of that. The tracing paper is very lightweight, it can't hold a lot, so that's why this paper is just, it's kind of copy paper weight, maybe a little heavier, but it's not like a cardstock tag, which I would normally use. It's a lighter weight something. Here's something interesting. Leftover book page from, I'll turn it this way so you can see. It says, Willoughby arrives at Barton Park in a stylish cottage. Now that's from the movie, is it Pride and Prejudice? I can't remember right now, but Jane Austen. And then on this side, I flipped down Greg Wise as John Willoughby. This is from a book, a Jane Austen book that I had purchased a while ago, and it had lots of these images from the movie in it. And so I've got the pages here left over from something, a project, and I just added that in there. And it can be taken out because it's added in with washi, but I like it. It goes with my Jane Austen theme. And then I have some printable tags here. And I can look up if anybody needs to know where those came from, but yeah, they're not in my memory right now. And then we have the back. Some more of that book page. I've cut it down shorter for shorter pocket here. And I think this was a scrap just covering up that hidden spine there that wasn't so hidden. This is a Tsunami Rose printable, and I don't know what happened. I think I printed something on the back, but I like the look there because it's not perfect, but it didn't bother me. And so I used some scrap papers and stapled them in here as kind of an extra little booklet. I don't like to waste things, even if I goof it up, you know. So that is it for this journal, and I believe I'm going to be participating in another craft fair in April. So I'm gonna bring this one along and offer it for sale there. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have some ideas that have inspired you, or you've enjoyed seeing how I've put this together. And I hope to have some more videos coming here in the near future, but I just find that, oh, the editing is daunting and the loading, and so I want to make things more than I want to upload them, so hopefully I can get that going. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.